As an African-American woman, a light-skinned African-American woman, I've unfortunately dealt with more opposition from my own race than white people. It's very sad. I remember the first time I actually dealt with it, I went to an all-black school in Cloverdale, and it was Butler Elementary School, and almost every girl in my class had natural hair. I can't remember anyone in my class having a perm. But we moved from the west side of Savannah to the south side in Georgetown, and I attended Georgetown Elementary. That was the first time that I dealt with being made fun of because my hair was too thick or too curly. And this one girl, she literally looked at me and she said, she was a black girl, and she said, "Why your hair look like that? Why your hair need to be straight like mine?" And ever since then, until maybe a few years ago, I've always had this complex about having straight hair. I didn't develop an appreciation for my own hair texture until much later on in life. As far as being light-skinned, I think also that it's unfortunate that I have to go through the opposition and bullying from my own race. When I moved to Atlanta, that was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. I was in 7th grade, and every day I got bullied for being light-skinned, and I'm not making this up. You know, I've had girls come up to me in middle school and say, "Oh, you think you all that because you light-skinned." When in actuality, you know, I was probably one of the poorest kids in my class. I didn't have the latest shoes, I didn't have the latest clothes, I didn't have any of that. And my hair was nappy, so I just never understood why I would get picked on so much because of what they thought that I thought I was. In actuality, they were the ones who thought that they were all that. So being a light-skinned black woman in America is really not what it's cracked up to be. And even though I mentioned before that, you know, me personally, I faced a lot of unfortunate issues with black people. I deal with it from white people too, you know. It's always so weird to see white women touch my hair and they say, "Oh my God, is that real? Is that real? Oh my goodness." And it pisses me off to no end. And then when white men, they just sit and stare. They just stare. And that's what it's like for me to be a light-skinned black woman in America. So
it's important for African Americans, young African American males and even females, to look for a brighter future and to put the work in that our past ancestors have to get where we at, to give us the opportunity they gave us. I feel like it's our duty to do the same thing for generations behind us. And as for me finally obtaining a degree, like, I feel like it's just another beginning to my journeys. I feel as the situation I'm in, like, you can never be complacent. Like I said, like, for the future, we always was brought up on making something out of nothing. And for me, I have my degree, I have my resume and all that, right? But you know, I still got the mindset that that's not enough to be settled in this world. You know, it's never enough, and even after the slavery and even after all the negative aspects outer sources brings to African American males, it's still bridge builders that we have to follow and to lead by example.